we're going to explain how to add a new row to a table in SQL. This is a fundamental operation in database management, and thankfully, it's pretty straightforward. The core command we use is insert into. Let's break down how it works with some examples. 1. Basic insert into syntax. The most basic syntax looks like this. Insert into table name, column 1, column 2, column 3. Values, value 1, value 2, value 3. Here, table name is the name of your table, column 1, column 2, etc. are the names of the columns you want to add data to, and value 1, value 2, etc. are the actual values you're inserting. It's crucial that the number of values matches the number of columns, and that each value's data type matches the corresponding column's data type. 2. Example. Let's say we have a table called customers with columns customer ID, integer, first name, text, last name, text, and city, text. To add a new customer, we'd use a statement like this. Insert into customers. Customer ID, first name, last name, city. Values, 1 out of 1, John, Doe, New York. This adds a new row with the specified values. Notice that we explicitly list the columns. This is optional if you're providing a value for every column in the table, in their defined order. If you omit the column names, you must supply values for every column in the exact order they were defined in the table. 3. Inserting without specifying columns. If you are providing a value for every column and you want to skip explicitly listing them, you can simplify your statement to insert into customers values 102, Jane, Doe, London. 4. Handling data types. Pay close attention to data types. If you try to insert a string value into an integer column, you'll get an error. Make sure your values are correctly formatted according to the column's data type definitions, e.g., use quotes for strings and don't use quotes for numbers. 5. Dealing with null values. If you don't want to provide a value for a particular column, and the column allows null values, you can use the keyword null in place of a value. For example, insert into customers, customer ID, first name, last name, values, 103, Peter, null. 6. Important note on auto-incrementing columns. Many database systems have auto-incrementing columns, like customer ID in our example. For such columns, often you don't need to provide a value explicitly. The database will automatically assign the next available number. The exact syntax for handling auto-incrementing columns can vary based on the specific database system, MySQL, PostgreSQL, SQL Server, etc. But often you simply omit the column from the insert statements column list and let the database handle it automatically. For example, in the case of an auto-incrementing customer ID, you could simply use insert into customers, first name, last name, city, values, Alice, Smith, Chicago. 7. Error handling. Always be prepared to handle potential errors. Incorrect syntax, data type mismatches, or other issues can cause the insert statement to fail. Familiarize yourself with how your database system handles errors so you can diagnose and fix them effectively. Check your database's documentation for error codes and messages. Consider using try-catch blocks or similar mechanisms in your application code to catch and handle potential exceptions. After executing an insert command, you might want to check the number of rows affected or explicitly confirm that the row was added successfully. Remember to always replace customers and the column value names with your actual table and data. Practice these examples and experiment to solidify your understanding.